Hi, my name is John and welcome to this channel. This is my first video and I have decided to start this channel to talk about credit cards and how they can relate to personal finance. In a few moments, I will be going over what's in my wallet. Before I get into that, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I started becoming interested in the credit card game in around 2019, and it was at that point in time when I realized that my credit score was not that great, and I realized that I really needed to improve it if I really wanted to get into the credit card game. At that time, I only had 2 credit cards, and I was seeing some videos about some of the most popular credit cards on the market. And I decided I'd kind of like to get some of those cards. So I started working on improving my credit score, and by the end of 2020, I was able to begin getting into the credit card game. And over the last few years, I have gone from having 2 cards to 12 cards. I believe that everyone has their own unique perspective on credit cards and how they relate to personal finance. And I'd like to use this channel to share some of my experiences to maybe help you in your credit card journey. Next, I will go over what's in my wallet. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video as I will reveal my newest card that I have just added to my wallet recently. I will also go over some of the cards that I plan to add to my wallet in the near future. Before I show you the cards in my wallet, I actually want to show you my wallet. When I got this wallet, I paid like $10 for it on Amazon.com. And it is available on there right now for anywhere from $15 to $25, depending on what color you get. It is available in several different colors, and you can also get it without the money clip. Instead of the money clip, it will have an AirTag holder on it. Now on the other side is a window where I keep my driver's license in that. The first card in my wallet is the Discover It card. This card is the copper color. You can actually get this card in several different colors, and you can change the color at any time. This is actually the second color that I have had of this card, and I may get another one here in the near future. The Discover It card has no annual fee, and it earns 5% cash back in rotating quarterly categories on up to $1,500 in purchases each quarter. This quarter, the categories are Walmart and grocery stores, and it also earns 1% cash back on everything else. This quarter, I'll be using the Discover It card primarily at Walmart because that's where I do most of my grocery shopping, but I also do go to some of the local grocery stores occasionally, so I will use it when I am at those stores also. The second card in my wallet is the Chase Freedom Flex card. The Chase Freedom Flex card has no annual fee, and it earns 5% cash back in rotating quarterly categories on up to $1,500 in purchases each quarter. For this quarter, the categories are gas stations, EV charging, select live entertainment, and movie theaters. This card also earns 5% cash back on travel purchased through the Chase Travel Portal, 3% cash back on dining, including takeout and delivery services, 3% cash back at drugstores, and 1% cash back everywhere else. This card is one of my favorite cards in my wallet because of how powerful it is with not only the 5% categories, but also the 3% categories. So for this quarter, this card will mainly be used for gas stations. I may use it for live entertainment because I am planning on going to a Penn State football game here this fall, so I may use it to buy tickets for that game. The third card in my wallet is the Capital One Walmart Rewards MasterCard. The Capital One Walmart Rewards MasterCard has no annual fee and it earns 5% cash back on Walmart.com purchases, including pickup and delivery. It also earns 2% cash back in Walmart stores, 2% cash back on restaurants, 2% cash back on travel, and 1% cash back on everything else. Mostly I use this card at Walmart.com only. However, there are some changes coming to this card later this quarter because Capital One is no longer issuing the Walmart Rewards card. So stay tuned to the channel as I will be doing a video that goes over these changes coming to the card. Just as a side note, I am also earning 5% cash back at Walmart with my Discover It card, as I talked about earlier. Now, the fourth card in my wallet is the U.S. Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card. The U.S. Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card has no annual fee and it earns 5% cash back on prepaid travel booked in the Rewards Travel Center. It also earns 5% cash back on the first $2,000 in purchases each quarter in 2 categories of your choice. This quarter I'm using TV, internet, and streaming services and home utilities as my 5% categories. It also earns 2% cash back in one everyday category, and I chose gas stations for the 2% category. And it also earns 1% cash back on everything else. The fifth card in my wallet is the IHG One Rewards Premier Card issued by Chase. The IHG One Rewards Premier Card has a $99 annual fee. It also earns up to 26x total points per dollar at IHG hotels and resorts, and that's made up of 10x points with the card, plus up to 10x points from IHG for being an IHG Rewards member, plus up to 6x points from IHG with Platinum Elite status, which is a benefit of the card. However, there are some properties in the IHG program that do not get the full 26x points, but a good many of them do. The card also earns 5x points per dollar on travel, dining, and at gas stations. It earns 3x points per dollar spent on all other purchases. And the card also gets one free night each anniversary year. The free night certificate on this card is valid at IHG properties on up to 40,000 points per night. So you are limited on what room you can get with this card. However, you can top up if you want to get a room that is worth more points for that night. I think you can get a room up to 55,000 points. So you could top it up with 15,000 points from your IHG Rewards balance, and that would get you the free night. For this quarter, I'm not going to be using this card that much. I do use it as a catch-all card sometimes, and I do put some small purchases on it every month so that it does get some use. If you're liking the videos so far, please hit the like button. And please subscribe to the channel, as I am producing some other videos that I will be posting on the channel here in the near future. So stay tuned for those. The next card in my wallet is the Hilton Honors American Express card. Now this is the old design of the card. I have not gotten the new design for it. The new card is white in color. I've decided not to get the new design just yet, so I'm holding on to this. I actually like the old design better than the new design. The Hilton Honors American Express card has no annual fee. It earns 7x Hilton Honors points at Hilton properties, 5x Hilton Honors points at U.S. restaurants, 5x Hilton Honors points at U.S. supermarkets, 5x Hilton Honors points at U.S. gas stations, and 3x Hilton Honors points on all other purchases. Now, unlike the IHG Premier card, this card has no annual fee, and it does not get a free night certificate. However, like the IHG card, I am using it sometimes as a catch-all card, but it's not getting much use this quarter. I do make some small purchases on it as well every month, just so that it does get some use. The next card in my wallet is the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. The Chase Freedom Unlimited card has no annual fee. It earns 5% cash back on travel purchased through Chase Ultimate Rewards, 3% cash back on dining at restaurants including takeout and delivery services. It earns 3% cash back at drugstores, and it earns 1.5% cash back on all other purchases. I use the Chase Freedom Unlimited card as my primary catch-all card because it does earn 1.5% cash back on all purchases. Now, the Chase Freedom Flex card and the Freedom Unlimited card are both marketed as cashback cards. However, the cashback is earned in the form of Chase Ultimate Rewards points, which can be redeemed for cash back at a rate of 1 cent per point. However, you can use the Chase Ultimate Rewards points on the travel portal as well, and if you have one of the Chase Sapphire cards, you can transfer those points to one of Chase's travel partners, which can make the points worth even more than their face value. Next in my wallet is the Capital One Saver One card. The Capital One Saver One card has no annual fee. It earns 5% cash back on hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. It earns 8% cash back on Capital One Entertainment, and it has unlimited 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, streaming services, and grocery stores, excluding Target and Walmart, and it earns 1% cash back on everything else. I'm going to be honest, I don't use this card very much, but I do use it sometimes for grocery stores, of course, whenever I'm not earning 5% cash back at grocery stores. But this quarter, I'm able to use my Discover It card for 5% cash back at grocery stores. But I do also use this card for entertainment purchases. Like, for example, last month I went to a museum in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, and I used this card there, and it actually coded as entertainment, so I got 3% cash back for the tickets to that museum. And now for my newest card that you've all been waiting for. This is the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. I just got this card in June of 2024, about a month ago, and right now I'm still working on the welcome offer spend on it. So I'm mainly using this card for most of my purchases right now, but I have almost spent the $4,000 that I need to spend on it to get the 75,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points that were offered whenever I signed up for this card. The Chase Sapphire Preferred card has a $95 annual fee. It also has a $50 annual hotel credit, which can help offset that annual fee. It does have 25% more value when redeeming points for travel. It earns 5x points on travel purchased through the Chase Travel Portal, except on hotel purchases that will qualify for the $50 annual hotel credit. It earns 2x points on other travel purchases. It earns 3x points on dining, including takeout and delivery services. 3x points on online grocery purchases, excluding Target, Walmart, and wholesale clubs. It earns 3x points on select streaming services, and it earns 1 point per dollar on all other purchases. I am very glad to have this card now because I have completed what is known as the Chase Trifecta by adding this card to my wallet, since I already have the Chase Freedom Flex card and the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. So now that I have this card, I can start transferring my Chase Ultimate Rewards points and redeem them for travel, or I can transfer them to some of Chase's travel partners. I am going to be doing a full video on the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, so be sure to stay tuned to the channel for that. That will be coming up probably as my next video, and I will go more in depth about the benefits of this card. Finally, there are a couple other wallets that I do carry in my wallet. This card here is one of my debit cards. It is for First Commonwealth Bank, which is a regional bank based in central and western Pennsylvania. And I do use this card if I have to withdraw money from my account, or if I have cash to deposit into this account. So I can just use this card to deposit or withdraw money from that account. I also have my Sheets card, and for those of you who may not be familiar with Sheets, it is a regional convenience store chain based in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and it has stores in Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, and North Carolina. And they are planning to expand into Michigan here in the next few years. So I do have this card as well. I do get, if I do buy gas at Sheets, I get 3 cents off per gallon with this card. And I can also use it in the store on purchases, and eventually I earn points that I can get a free coffee or a free donut or something else that they're currently offering. That concludes the cards in my wallet for the third quarter of 2024. I do have some other cards, but I don't have them in my wallet at this time because I'm not really using them that much. I will probably do a future video that goes over those additional cards, and I may add them to my wallet next quarter again. So stay tuned for a video next quarter on what's in my wallet. Now I will go over some of the cards that I plan to add to my wallet over the next few months. Right now there are 2 cards that I have on here that I'm planning to add to my wallet in the near future. The first card is the Hilton Honor Surpass card, and the other card is the Apple card. Some of you may be wondering why I am planning to add the Apple card to my wallet. And one of the reasons that I do want to add it to my wallet is because it can be used as a catch-all card where you can earn 2% cash back if you use Apple Pay at merchants that accept mobile wallets. You can also earn 3% cash back when you buy products from Apple and at select merchants when you use Apple Pay. A few of those merchants are like Ace Hardware and Panera Bread and Nike. Those are a few that I can name. And you also earn 1% cash back anywhere that Apple Pay is not accepted. Now, I usually don't use any of my cards to get 1% cash back because, or 1x points back, because I can get at least 1.5% cash back with my Chase Freedom Unlimited card. And then with all my other cards, I can get up to 5% cash back. One of the nice things about the Apple card also is you can use the Apple card to finance Apple products interest-free and pay over time with them. There are some Apple products that I would like to buy in the future, and I would like to be able to purchase them interest-free and just make installments on them, so I don't have to pay full price all at once for them. Because that is kind of a shock to me sometimes when I do make a high ticket purchase and that amount is showing up on my credit card. Sometimes that is a shock to me. Now, one of the reasons why I am planning to add the Hilton Honors card to my wallet is because at the time of recording this video, there is an elevated welcome offer on the card where you can earn a free night award plus 130,000 Hilton Honors bonus points after spending $3,000 on the card within the first 6 months of having the card. The card also earns some elevated bonus points over the no annual fee Hilton Honors card because you get 12x bonus points on Hilton purchases. You get 6x bonus points at U.S. restaurants, U.S. gas stations, and U.S. supermarkets. You earn 4x Hilton Honors points on U.S. online retail purchases and 3x Hilton Honors points on all other purchases. Plus, you do get complimentary Hilton Gold status with this card and a multitude of other benefits. There is another card that I am thinking of adding to my wallet here before the end of the year. I'm not sure what card it will be. I am looking at the Bank of America customized cash rewards card as one of those options. I'm also thinking of the PNC cash rewards card also as a potential card that I might add to my wallet. Other than that, this concludes this video, and if you've made it this far, if you've made it to the end, I want to thank you for watching, and be sure to stay tuned to the channel because I do have other videos planned that I plan to release here in the coming days, so be sure to stay tuned for those. Stay safe, and thank you for watching. Bye now.